Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Yes, I wanted to revisit my vinyl collection. As I'd mentioned, I had 2 on the way last time. If you hadn't seen that video, I'll link it up for you to go check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. So with this one, I've collected 5 vinyls now, or complete sets, that I wanted to go over. So it seems maybe every 5 I get, maybe I'll just do an update. Or maybe I'll just keep saving them, do one giant one. I don't know, but it is amassing. I am loving it. So with the last video, I had mentioned Celeste. I had already I've already gone over Celeste. So I just wanted to do that one first. Absolutely love this game. If you haven't played this game, go play it. Beautiful artwork, I believe done by Amora B. Music composed by Lena Rain. This one in particular, I think is from the website from Ship to Shore Phono Company. And you can also get special ones, because they have a variety of these. They on Fangamer, I think it's about 35 bucks. If you see these, people have been scalping these. But I would not worry, mainly due to that they do plan to have more in stock, so don't worry. It's only 35 bucks. I've seen people selling these for maybe 150 to 100, but yeah, I just, don't fall for it. This is definitely wonderful. This is the boop. That's a little tough. Hold on, let me widen it out. This is the crystal clear one. Oh, there we go. Gentle. And I particularly fancied this one because the other ones, like on Fangamer, are I believe it was called Aurora and Strawberry. Obviously, very beautiful colorations on there. Yes, as you can see, sorry, I am super critical on making sure, even regular CD disc, game discs, always touch the center, never touch the actual thing itself, aside from on the sides. But it's absolutely beautiful. I just love how you can see through this. So I definitely recommend picking this up if you enjoy that music. Or, if you like collecting vinyls, but I don't know why you'd be watching this video if you weren't into collecting vinyls. Boop. Or you can also pick these up, because obviously you'd be a fan if you want to go pick this stuff up, or maybe just you fancy some good video game soundtrack music. Because they also, in classic form for Celeste, they do have these on cassettes. You can get all of them on cassette. It would be even cheaper, things like that. Luckily for me, my Victrola has a cassette player as well as freaking Bluetooth CD, vinyl, obviously, FM radio. It's got everything. It's bananas. I only got that mainly for whatchamacallit, the vinyl itself. But oh, no, what am I thinking? My brain just went boop. I got it because it was the only one they had at the time. And now they have all these new fancy ones, and there was a few that I seen that I wanted to pick up. God, they cost over $1,000 though. It is ridiculous. They are absolutely stunning. Yes, I think the next one I had mentioned is Journey. Music done by Austin Wintory. Also recently he's done the new game, The Pathless. I totally recommend checking that game out. Super simple. Everything you need to know, you just go through, you learn the story. It's kind of, story-wise, it's a little like Hollow Knight. You're not having everything directly told to you. You're just kind of there and do your thing, and you can learn stuff on the way. Yes, it's... Oh, I didn't even notice this before I opened this. Okay, so I tried to make this video last night, and once I was done, realized my NVIDIA broadcast wasn't open. I don't know why it was closed. It does that once in a while, at least for me. And so I couldn't use any of the footage. I'm not going to use the phone audio. It sounded absolutely terrible. I tried to fix it, but there was no saving it. So I ended up opening this last night for the first time on camera. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use it, but that's why I'm making this video again. This is very simple on the design. It's the big first map area that it shows you through when it's telling you the story. with the, well, I'm not gonna spoil anything. If you haven't played Journey, I mean, if you haven't played Journey, I mean, go pick it up. It's super cheap. It's very good. This one, however, very, very special on the discs. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I don't even have to take this out of the slip. It's all see-through. I don't, these, it came in crinkled for some reason, but, I mean, what do you expect with, like, thinner plastics? As long as it keeps the disc nice and clean. But it's so awesome. You just imagine this on your record player spinning, because it has the nice scarf encircling the entire thing, especially on the backside. Woof. Put this up. You can pick this. No, you can't pick this up. My apologies. This is from I Am 8-Bit. And I Am 8-Bit, this was a reprint of this. And unfortunately, it sold very fast. I followed them on Twitter. Be nice and gentle. I followed them on Twitter, and they were immediately almost gone within like a day. And I was just lucky enough to be able to snag one. Journey is such an amazing game, and the soundtrack, Austin did a wonderful job, as always. This is gonna bug me now, with the plastic being put in like this. Like, it seems to want to slightly bunch up and perforate out. I'm gonna have to see if I can find a workaround for that. Unfortunately not, it seems. But yes, no, I think you can probably pick this up. You can. It's gonna be scalper price, though, unfortunately. I think I've seen this go for maybe 200. Now, I guess that really depends. How bad do you really want this? Because some people will leave it up there. Some people will constantly come back, check in on their stuff, and lower the price because they realize people aren't that dumb. Okay, no, some people are. Some people just have enough money that, you know, they wipe their butts with $100 bills, so they're just like, whatever, man, $200. It's my favorite game, etc., etc. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna do it. Oh god, my next one. So this one is, this was a rando for me. It's very bizarre because I never thought like I would come back and just be like, hey, look what I got. Yeah, somebody went onto the Square Enix store. I know. What a place to imagine going to get video game soundtracks on vinyl. So this is the Yasunori, Mitsuda, and Millennial Fair Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross arrangement album. I know it's a long name. Or you could just call it the, yeah, on the base right here, Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross arrangement album, but it's still quite long. This, however, this is quite special, and I will tell you why in a second as I open this. Hopefully the RTX shuts off most of this crinkling. It should. But, there we go. Anyways, I'll keep that paper slip in there. Move! My fan is on for some reason. Well, of course, it's kind of warm in here. Guess for this, I mean, look at that art. I don't know who did this art. I could be very dumb, and it could literally just be written right here. No. Nope. Presented by Square Enix. I'm assuming it can be here somewhere, but there's just a butt ton of writing on there. But yes, anyways, so this is in celebration, I believe, of Yasunori's 20th anniversary on these. And these are hand-picked selections from the music in the games. And they've been basically remastered to a point where it's like mind-boggling. Because Chrono Cross is probably, I would probably say it still maintains #1 when it comes to video game soundtracks. Now I know a lot of people are going to be like, blasphemy, Chrono Trigger is the best game ever. But that's what I mean. The best game versus soundtrack. Because a lot of Chrono Cross's soundtrack came from Chrono Trigger, and they were basically boosted up. They were super steroid with this live orchestral sound, it just melts me thinking about it, dude. I absolutely love it. It's like listening to the Chrono Cross soundtrack all over again, but almost like brand new. Mainly because, like, songs like Time Scar, he redid it and it has vocals. There's a lady singing on that song. That song originally doesn't have vocals. Like, what are you talking about? It also has, like, some really melodic guitar going on, like almost like a Final Fantasy. It's bananas in a very good way. I don't know if you're going to be able to see any kind of, with the reflection flare, this is a different kind of plastic. Nice little sheathing. Basically, like a little top on there with the string. But there was something else in here I've noticed as well. A little paper slip. Oh, what is this? Is there another one on the other side? I'm going to have to check. You know, I'm going to put this in this way because this is an interesting bag. It's only squared on one side and it loops around perfectly to hold the disc. That's pretty smart thinking. I'm going to check the bottom side. No, okay, it's just a vinyl on this one. What is this? What is this? It's just got the name on the front. Yes, so you can pick this up. I believe this is a limited time print of this, and some scalpers have gotten to this. That's how I found this. So I wasn't entirely sure if I had missed it or not or whatever, but you can still buy this. It's about 60 bucks. I see people selling this for about 120, 125, give or take. Yeah, this is just a music track listing, which is interesting because you think of just be stamped on there and here, but this is actually, the inside is a, it does look like it has some track listings. Yeah, it does. But on the other side, it's also a lot of people who made it, you know, the credits to this. Please move plastic. I'm going to try and gently slip this back in here. But I totally recommend, if you like Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross music, to give this a listen. Now, you can just go on YouTube. People, what I do once in a while, because people will buy these vinyls and then they'll just hold their camera and maybe some kind of expensive recording equipment or whatever next to their vinyl players, and they'll just upload that to YouTube. It's pretty cool, and it gives you a good idea of what you're going to get yourself into. And I was not expecting that. This was this was quite a surprise. So I definitely recommend giving this a listen. Also, on top of that, I don't know if they're still doing it. You can check out Mitsuda's Twitter page or Facebook page. I believe it's Facebook, actually. And they recently did, I think it was in 2019, they did a live tour for the Chrono Cross orchestral arrangements. And they went all over Japan and stuff. But on top of that, they also, now they're turning it into Blu-ray. So if you want a Blu-ray of that, they're going to make them pretty soon and start shipping them out. I have not got mine, mainly because it carries such a huge tax with it. So just for the Blu-ray, and also I believe they have limited edition type Blu-rays, you know, for collectors and things. I believe just the standard Blu-ray for that is 150, you know, so it's really going to be up to your discretion. How much do you want that? I'm sure you can, well, unless they crack down on like YouTube or something. I mean, I could see it with how things are going, but not entirely sure. You know what I mean? So, you know, at your discretion, go ahead and check that out. Because I do want it, but God, dude, I don't want to pay that much. Which, in considering how much I've paid for some of these vinyls, this one is probably going to be my rarest vinyl for now, for the time being, until I find a certain something. Grease. I don't want to pay $400 to $500 though. God. This, however, this is very special. I love Firewatch. The game is magnificent. It's a great story. You can beat it within a few hours. The music, however, originally done by Chris Remo, art done by Ollie Moss, I believe. Ollie Moss. And also, I think it's a very simple yet awesome design. It reminds me, because not only is it, just a forest and the water reflecting on the trees and things, it reminds me of a sound wave. Basically, some people have done this like with their apps. My brother's done it for a picture of his wedding, and I believe a song with the sound wave. So you see the sound wave and you see my brother's wedding picture inside the sound wave. You can take his app and you can play it and it'll play that part of the song or whatever. I mean, it's really cool. But I was kind of curious on this. So if anybody out there knows if that might be a secret on here, let me know, because I haven't delved too much into finding an app to try and scan this thing for that. But yeah, this, however, so let me get into the backstory with this. So Campo Santo had their store page. They had this on there, sold out. They never did a reprint, and it's quite unfortunate. And if you go back to Campo Santo's site for merchandise and stuff, they're done. They stopped at, I believe, like last November, October area. And so it's you click the page, it'll just say thank you for buying Firewatch merch. The store is closed indefinitely, basically. So you're not going to be able to get that anywhere. Or any of the merch, etc. I keep saying etc. It's just such a fun word to say. Etc. Followed with ellipses. So the composer Chris Ramo, he went on to Kickstarter. And some people were asking about, I guess they were asking about the vinyl, and he was just like, you know what? If you guys can help me out, and if there's enough traffic for this, we could totally, do a quick little repress of this. And heavily warned, like, this is probably going to be the last time you're ever going to get this vinyl. And for me, that's what makes this the rarest in my collection for now. You could probably find, I think, two to four of these for sale, depending, because I think there was one site that's specially dedicated for vinyls, buying, trading, selling, things like that. And I only saw two on there, ranging for about $200 or so. Now, on other stores like Mercari and things like that, you'll probably find, especially eBay, because what Chris Ramo did, he set it up so this is just your standard edition, I believe like $30 or so. And now people are selling this for over 120 or more. And that's not the end of it, because he made a collector's edition, so is a signed autograph one, and you could also buy multiple. And so I'm assuming that's what a lot of people are doing. They are buying them in bulk, because you could buy up to 4, I think, or 2 of the signed ones, and then 2 of the regular ones, things like that. And obviously, you keep one, you sell the rest at a marked up price. Unfortunately, that's what happened to me, because I completely missed this Kickstarter, and I feel such a fool. I totally would have gotten a signed one. I feel incredibly dumb, but then again, it's just my fault. I can't really blame anybody. 2020 Chris Ramo, Firewatch is trademark of Campo Santo Productions LLC. Yes, they did it all professionally. All tracks written, arranged, recorded, and performed by Chris Ramo. All Shoshone lyrics by Sean Vanman. Cover design by Ollie Moss. Yeah, I was right. Ollie Moss. Okay. Glad I remembered that. Because I've been trying to remember everything that I had said last night, because I usually put up notes on specific little details that I want to talk about. And this time I just decided I'm going to wing it. Hopefully my memory is good enough for this. It's usually pretty garbage, but I totally recommend picking this up if you can. Oh god, once again, it's going to be up to your discretion if you feel like spending way too much money on something, or should I say actually go to Bandcamp. A lot of these people, the composers, there we go, sorry I was forgetting the word, a lot of the composers have their own Bandcamp, things like that. You can buy the soundtrack digitally from them, things like that. If you want to support the artists, go to Bandcamp, go check out their Twitter page. They should probably have any information that you need to know if you want to support them. And especially one of my favorite tracks on this is just the prologue. It's literally the first track. It is such an endearing moment in the game, because you're building your story up on before you actually start the game. And the music is just so well timed. It's beautiful. I can't say enough about how good this is. Please give it a listen, give it a play. You'll love it, trust me. This last one is Bananas. This was also a random buy. I just randomly found it. My friend told me about it, and then I spotted it finally. I've been keeping my eye on these because this is also another fan gamer one, and I'm one of those that are impatient because they are sold out. But again, they plan to bring it back in stock. I wanted it now. When I first bought the game, it came with the soundtrack, and I bumped that thing to work. I have such lovely memories strolling down the Paradise Road because at the time I had to drive through Paradise, which is very beautiful, scenic mountain town. So everything was just all nice, sunshine, forest, things like that. And I would be listening to the Stardew Valley soundtrack. Stardew Valley Concerned Ape, aka Eric Barone, he did such an amazing job on making this game. And because everything he did it by himself. When times he didn't know what he was doing, he taught himself what to do. Things like that. And I can't praise that man enough. He did amazing, and especially for the music, some of the tracks seriously hit me in a way of like, I'm just gonna sit here and listen to this. I've been stuck on the first vinyl because they've segregated this into the 4 different seasons. So you have spring, autumn, fall, or summer, not autumn. What am I talking about? That'd be in fall and winter. And I'm still stuck on spring. I love the overture, the first song, once again, yes. It's just such a beautiful track. There's a lot of music on this. It's all 77 tracks on here. It's all of them. Can you believe that? So they've had to separate this into 4 different ones, and they're all amazing. Love them all. The boxing on this is super solid, dude. It's very thick, very, very sturdy. I don't know if you can hear that thick cluck, but the RTX will probably try and shut that off. I totally recommend getting this if you are a vinyl collector. We'll go through these real quick because they have special art on these. Oh, the cute little Junimos on there. So spring, yes, it's going to have like the track listings on there. It's very well made, you know, very simple for you to be like, oh, okay, this is what's on this one. And a nice little bushel of what you can get during that season. I love it. It's adorable. Very well made. Also from Fangamer. I believe this one's obviously going to be a little bit more. Oh, that's the paper slip. Need to put that back in. Because the vinyl is still in my record player right now. Until I turn it on very soon. After this video. The summer! You got the cute little green Junimo. I love it. It's so adorable. Oh, look at all that! You got your tomatoes, corn, your chili pepper. I love it so much. Oh, and I like they included a lot of the wild foraging items that you can get. And I have fall. Obviously, it's gonna have like all your fall tracks on there. Your eggplant, your pumpkins, blackberries, your beets. God, this makes me want to play this again, which is funny. Well, it's not funny, but I own the game 3 times now because I got the game on PS4. I played the crap out of it, like 300 plus hours on there because I was just marathoning. When I marathon something I get into, it's until I feel done, satisfied. Because I was trying to go for the platinum on this thing, and I have every trophy, except for a few of the fossil items, and they're very specific. I got down into the nitty-gritty of the game, and realized this could take me a very long time. You know, re-rolling, having to restart the day, etc., because I could only find these specific items on a certain season. It was near the end, you know, winter, so if I don't find these during this time and it goes back to spring, I'm gonna have to wait a whole nother year. And I guess, yeah, you could just continue, but I had literally done pretty much anything you could do story-wise with all the other people. Winter. Talking about winter, yeah. This is definitely, it's my favorite. Definitely my favorite. I always try to pick my birthday for my star drop. Just blah 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 blah. No, rain. I choose rain. It just sounds a little better because, like, when you're eating the fruit, it says like, "Oh, this is your favorite thing." It reminds you of your favorite thing. So I'll put like winter or rain or whatever. Because now I've also went to Fangamer. Well, I got it secondhand. I got these both secondhand because obviously they're sold out, and I don't want to wait. I do totally recommend. Oh, also art by Carrie Fry. That's the person who did the art for the guidebook. If I remember correct on the guidebook, it was just it was a fan made thing at first, and people really liked it. I think Eric Barone was just like, dude, let's make this an actual thing and sell it. And that's how it all happened. So you can check out more art on here and whatnot with Carrie Fry. So I totally recommend picking this up if you're a vinyl collector. Um, or you know, you can also just probably get the CD if you don't have vinyl, but a vinyl player, I mean. But yeah, no, it's currently that. Oh, one I forgot. I totally forgot. Totally forgot. Fangamer sends these special little things. They have like I guess they choose out a random piece of art to ship out with their stuff, and this one's the artist is Shashin, and a little Madeline from Celeste holding a berry. Love it. So they included with the vinyls. I guess they really wanted to make sure that you knew that they took good care of these because these were actually specifically made with care on a very old machine. Hold on, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I'll try and get it slow and close to the camera. I don't know if that's going to work though. It comes with a good little note here, and I'll read to you. It'll basically explain what it is. And it reads, the music you are about to listen to was mastered on an all-analog console and cut for vinyl with custom discrete electronics. The lathe is a model VM S70 made in 1977 that utilizes an SX74 stereo cutter powered by a customized VG66 electronics amp rack. It's optimized with a modern pitch depth system and is one of the most reliable and best sounding lathes in the world. This is all just a fancy way of saying we care deeply about the audio quality of these records. And it goes on to say if you have any issues with your vinyls, to let them know and send it back and probably, you know, just get shipped a new one. But no, these it plays wonderfully. I love it. And for the future, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to be going. I haven't been like hunting specifically for vinyls or anything. Well, I have been keeping my eye out on a few like Rogue Legacy, which was very well done for the music. If you just sit there and listen to the music, it's really good. I have it on my Spotify list. I have an entire dedicated soundtrack for just games, and that pops up. It's a wonderful listen. I believe that was produced by two different people. There was a sh- shell in a pit, pit in a shell. Shell. I mean, I follow him on Twitter. I see him all the time posting. You think I'd remember these things? I can't remember the other person. They don't really post as much. Um, but the music is totally worth just giving a listen to. And on top of that, what else aside from Greece? I believe there was a few other things I've been looking at, but I can't remember. I've also been considering you just regular music. I mean, as I find it kind of ironic, you know, people wanting to listen to modern groups such as maybe like My Chemical Romance or Childish Gambino, you know what I mean? But on vinyl, it's pretty cool. And I have been debating. I'm probably going to be a little more picky on that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll get some like repressed classical, you know, like Queen and AC/DC, things like that. I'm not entirely sure. Have been debating on White Stripes. White Stripes have they recently put out their greatest hits on vinyl, and I can totally see them. They seem like a vinyl type band, and I really just kind of vibe with that. Not everything I'm going to vibe with, you know, music wise, but I have been heavily debating on some like full like White Stripes. I'm just I was like, where's my example? I just used my example. No, that's it's my brain's getting tired because it's getting a little late now and I still have another video to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed checking out this little update on my vinyl collection. So I hope you all had a great day or night.